Dr. Dowell, we're barely into the new year, and Omicron is spreading like wildfire to the point that Dr. Anthony Fauci is saying that before it's all over, it's going to touch everybody. That's kind of grim.
It's grim. Luckily, I took this off, although some people want me to keep it on. It is grim, but the nice thing, if there is such a thing about Omicron, is that it seems to be a little less aggressive. Delta was a monster, and it's still around, but not nearly as much as Omicron. Omicron reminds me of a poor person's view of measles. It's extremely contagious, and it will make you ill even if you're boosted, but you're not likely to end up in the hospital. Very few people are ending up in the ICU. Very few people are ending up on a ventilator. The ones that are unvaccinated. Probably is going to hit most of the population at some point because it's so contagious, because a significant amount of 65 million Americans are still not vaccinated, and because people aren't masking in a good part of the country.
How do you get people? It's been hard enough to get people vaccinated leading up to this. How do we get people to be vaccinated? Because that's still in your mind the way to go on this.
It is the answer to all of this. Pills are not the answer. Monoclonal antibodies are not the answer. Never getting it in the first place is the answer. How do I get there? I wish I knew. I've tried every angle I can. If you're worried about track record of vaccines and 5 billion people having received it worldwide, I don't know what you're looking for. That's unbelievable number to deal with. I want people to realize that this is not going to go away the way we're approaching it. Think about the economics of what it's doing to the world and our country. Think about the illness. Think about how disruptive this is for all of us. Yeah, summer's going to be better. I bet things quiet down. And then next year, here we go again.
And who's particularly at risk? Obviously, you're telling us people who are not vaccinated are particularly at risk. What about older people? What about younger people with this strain? What are the characteristics?
Everybody's getting it, all age groups. And the funny thing is, if you're boosted, you're not going to get very sick and you're not going to transmit it very much. But if you're not boosted or you're not vaccinated, you're going to get sicker. And so, look, what's happening from the biology standpoint is this virus wants fresh meat. So it keeps changing to survive and to find its host. And if we're not mostly protected, we'll select out the next variant and the next variant, and people will complain. But the problem is, it doesn't have to be this way. So I want everybody to rethink this. Go get the vaccine. Stop this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing people die in the hospital. I'm seeing it tired of disrupting our economy and the community. That's my hope. I can't tell people what to do, but I sure can suggest it.
If people go out in public, should they wear the mask?
Would I? Do I? Heck yeah. I don't want to get Omicron. I don't want to pass it to somebody else. I'm still doing it. I'm not taking a chance for me and my family. I'm not even flying to Florida to visit my 86-year-old mother and I haven't seen her in 2.5 years. But I don't want to bring this to somebody that's older that may not have had a full response to the vaccine. I don't want to hurt my family.
What do our numbers look like here in Wyoming? Have the statistics gone crazy since the beginning of the year because of Christmas and New Year's?
We're right on the edge of it exploding. Almost everything in the state is Omicron. Our hospitalizations will lag behind our number of infections. Our positivity rate on testing is between 30 and 50% of all people getting tested have COVID. So no, it's all over the place.
If you're feeling some kind of symptom, like either the coughing or a high temperature, what are you telling people to do?
If you have upper respiratory symptoms, this variant isn't seemingly causing as much cough as the other ones. So loss of taste and smell, a lot of cold-like symptoms, fever, get tested. The other thing we haven't talked about, we're running out of testing supplies nationally, and we're having to ramp back up. If you have the opportunity, when the government is making it available to get your testing for home, sign up online, get testing for your house. That will give you an answer pretty quick and will affect what you do with your family.
All right, Dr. Dowell, good luck in the fight. We're with you.
I'm trying, I promise.
All right.
Thank you.